Hi, my name's Rebecca. You can call me Becky since we're friends now. And I come to you from the distant past of whenever I filmed this before I uploaded it to YouTube. Hi. Things to know about me. I don't often wear makeup, but when I do, it's on a Sunday when I have no plans on leaving my apartment. I have a planning wall for my book held up mostly by tape, a little bit by string, sometimes by nails, but mostly by a hope. I also have some axes on the wall because who doesn't like axes? I think it's really going to brighten up the space. Make visitors feel welcome. Because nothing says welcome to my home like there might be a gladiatorial battle later. While you're here just hanging out with me, I think it's good to set some ground rules. Ground rule number 1, don't ever look in the mirror. Something will come to eat you from the mirror if you look at it. Nope, not gonna do it. 2, always have sharp objects nearby because that's fun. 3, always have candles. I'm gonna actually pick up all the candles that are on this table right now without me preparing anything. 1, 2, 3, that seems like a good idea, and 4. Lavender. Dollar store fruitiness. Ribbon wick. If you made it to here from wherever you were before, you might be thinking to yourself, why am I still here? This chick's clearly crazy. She's got lots of paper on the wall, and axes, and a mirror that can kill you, and candles, and fire, and sharp things. Moving on. I don't really have a plan here. This is becoming more of an introduction to myself and me. Whoa, myself and me. Yeah, the 2 versions of myself that exist inside my head. One is right there, you know. It's a clip. So I wanted to do a video, and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do a video on, so I just decided I'd start one, and then hopefully I'd figure it out later. But I'm kind of sitting here realizing that I don't really have a plan beyond this. But I think this is a great plan so far, don't you? I don't know either. I think I'm just going to spend time putting this clip in my hair. It's kind of fun. There's like multiple different ways to do it. I got this shirt last week, and it is like now my favorite shirt. It's my first time wearing it on a Sunday. It's my day off shirt. So I guess a little bit about what I wanted to talk about is writing a book, because I've written 4, published 0. And hopefully that's not a commentary on the fact that all of my writing sucks so far. I mean, some of it probably does, of course. But mostly I think it's focused on the fact that the first book I wrote was when I was in high school. See, when I was in high school, we did this thing called career cruising, which is like trying to decide your life when you're a child still, essentially. Part of it required you to set goals for yourself. Some of them were lifetime goals, some of them were yearly goals, and some of them were goals that you wanted to finish soon. So for instance, I wanted to get good grades. I wanted to pass all my tests. I wanted to at some point get into college. So my short-term goals were pass classes, do well in tests, try to make some friends, and basically not like fall in a ditch and die. Success! Now I had okay, this one's not gonna work. I had already started writing a book when I was in high school, but it was this loose sort of idea thing. But the one goal I made for myself was to finish writing a book by the time I graduated high school. So 2 days before my graduation of high school, when you walk down that long aisle and there's gowns and there's people, but there's no wedding bells and there's music, but not really good music, and people are making speeches and you're just like, ugh, speeches. You're just sitting there and you're twitching and you're wearing this gown and your cap and you're like, this isn't comfortable. And then you start thinking, what am I going to do with this gown, like once I finish walking down this aisle thingy? But 2 days before then, I stayed up till 7 a.m. finishing my first book. But what I wanted to talk about really was the process of actually writing a book when you're in high school. And then I want to talk about how that relates to me writing a book now. I work 50 hours a week on average, and I still found the time to write a 140,000 word book in 3.5 months. Things I noticed. I stopped shopping for about a month in November. But writing a book in high school is tricky. Sure, it took me 2 years to write a book instead of 3.5 months, but I was a teenager in high school. I'm just surprised I was able to stick with it long enough to finish it. So aside from all of the difficulties involved in writing a book, I guess this is just a message to everyone out there who's in high school, or who's working 50 hours a week, or who's going to the moon, or to Mars, or traveling a lot, or has a difficult life, or difficult times, or no time, that you can do it no matter what is going on in your life. Sure, I'm not published yet, and I have a lot of revision and work to do before I'm ready, but taking those first few steps, finishing a book when I was in high school, finishing a book when I'm working 50 hours a week in 3.5 months' time is incredible. And the only reason it's possible is because I love it so much. And when you love something that much, you make time for it. even if you're working 50 hours a week or if you have like a million hours of homework to do from high school. So more than anything else, this is a hurrah, hurrah, you can do this, believe in yourself and keep working type of a video. This is actually stuck in my hair now. All you have to do is write every day or any day that you can. You have to have the determination to keep going, even if it takes you 2 years or 5 years or 10 years. Don't let a teacher or a parent or a sibling or a friend or an enemy or a stranger or anyone anywhere tell you that you can't do something if you really want to do it. If you're 12, 20, 50, 40, 30, 90, 80, 1 million years old, you can do it. And not because some random crazy person on the computer tells you can, but because you know you can. All you need is the time and space and the courage to keep going. And as for all those people that tell you you can't do it, I'm thinking gladiatorial battle. If you're working on your first, fourth, or 10th book, don't let anyone tell you you can't do it. And don't give up. Because at the very least, because if no one else does, random stranger crazy Becky from the internet believes in you. Believes in you. Believes in you.